Hey, what is up, YouTube? Andrew Rooney here, full-time drummer and drum teacher based right here in Auckland, New Zealand. We are back with another special PayPal request for Señor Anónimo.
Bring me Señor Anónimo.
Hello, Andrew. Part 1, 2 separate requests. Time for some more Ian Paice. From my last Ian Paice request, this moves up the timeline to the Mark II lineup. Deep Purple replaced the original singer and bass player in late 1969. The new lineup came out swinging with a much harder and aggressive sound. This is Flight of the Rat from the In Rock album, 1970. Guys, original video link in the description of each of my videos. Make sure you do check out that original video link, just in case I stop it, and just in case that triggers you. With that said, let's check it out. Classic Ian Paice. Rolls, fills. thought it was fading out for a minute. What's the structure? Wah-wah. Just going to pause it there real quick, guys. Remember, original video link in the description. When was the wah-wah invented? How long has wah been around? Hit me up in the comments. Some of you guys will know. I could Google it. It's more fun to talk about in the comments. I definitely see the wah as a 70s thing, but you know, the 1970, like right on that. It can't be too much older than 1970, surely. Really interesting hearing them here. Much more raw sound. Anyway, more about that at the end. This is just, I was getting this sort of hypnotic thing, sort of classic, sort of bouncy 60s sort of vibe. But then when it went to this sort of displaced funky thing, total change up. Did not see that coming. Back to the double time. Yeah. Love the muted guitar. Drum solo? What an unusual arrangement. I love revisiting these old, well, this is, what is this, 56 years old now. These classic rock bands and arrangements. And I do not know my classic rock, not from this era, not at all. And to hear just how freewheeling and just generally how free it is, kind of in every sense of the word, like free arrangement, big open solos where we just go on and on over a vamp, so you can seemingly just solo for however long, and just free playing. We're not tied to the click, we're not tied to anything. Tempo shifts, totally fine. And without doing any more homework, I believe this is 2 years before the album that had Smoke on the Water and some of the real, what became like the staple Deep Purple songs. The sound here is so much less developed, and I don't mean that as a diss, it's just an observation. We're not overproducing anything at all here. Not saying Smoke on the Water is overproduced, but this is really, really almost live sort of level, like demo level. And again, not a critique of any of the engineers or the producers of the time. I'm sure it was completely in line with what was going on. Definitely did remind me of Led Zepp. It gave me a bit of a Led Zepp vibe in terms of the approach, and we give the drummer like an extended solo. That last drum solo, even though it didn't sound really long, like Moby Dick, and that could get quite 20 minutes plus. It was about a minute. It's still quite a long solo, and just such an interesting way to end a song. The lick, by the way, at the end was hand, hand, foot. Classic sort of Bonham triplet, hand, hand, foot, and speed it up. And what he's doing there is using a lot of dynamics and just pure speed, because there is no time being set, so he's just free to lay down a motif. I'm doing a kick. You probably can't hear the kick coming through, but hand and kick. Could be right, left kick. You can also accent those. And obviously move your hands around the toms. But what we got here as well, which is really special, is trademark Ian Paice. Trademark Ian Paice. And what I think of when it comes to Ian Paice is really driving groove and fantastic time, fantastic sound, all that stuff. But what really sets him apart is those rolls, the sort of rudimental speed rolls, and he just uses them in such interesting ways. Well, actually, the only Deep Purple song I've ever taught, been a drum teacher for decades and decades, is Smoke on the Water. And just looking into that, everything he does seems to be, in terms of the rolls, seems to be a combination of right accent, left, left, or right, right, left accent. And every possible binary combination we could come up with. You could think of one, well, let's call it A, B. So those two things. If we go A, B, we get a 6-stroke roll. And it naturally gives us a really tasty accent pattern, louder note pattern, and then other notes should be nice and quiet. So we could go A, which he does a lot, or BB, or AA, BB. Or we could do a paradiddle. We could go AB, AA. And a full paradiddle would be A, B, A, A, B, A, B, B. You still with me? All that kind of stuff. It's all good stuff. And that's his special sauce in terms of the really fast roll fills. Well, and what I was also getting at was how he'll use those, and then change up the subdivision. So he'll use it for a bit of drama and then possibly finish with a slower subdivision, like 16th notes. So it might go from like a 16th note triplet into a 16th notes. Something like that. Just adds so much more drama and excitement than just going. Anyway, what an absolutely fantastic pick. I really am quite surprised at how undeveloped underdeveloped, perhaps. The sound is here. The drums were not captured in a hi-fi manner at all. The sounds are not what we would typically call amazing, go-to, pristine sounds. We got this a lot with Black Sabbath as well. And again, this is not a judgment call or me saying that they're bad drummers or it was a bad engineer or that they were doing a bad job. It's just a sign of the times. It's just so natural and free, and it's fascinating. It's just really time-stamped as 1970 classic rock era, and I would not change a thing. Señor Anónimo, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to your second pick. We've got 2 requests, 2 different PayPal donations from Señor Anónimo. So stay tuned and we'll check out the next one very shortly. Until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao.